There are a few things that we do love above all else here, I think, at About Beverages. One of them, we do enjoy our whiskeys, be it Scotch, bourbon. We haven't gotten as much in Irish whiskey, so we'll leave that one off the table for the moment, but we'd be interested in it.
Yeah.
But the other thing that we do love almost more than anything is...
when someone sends us something for us to try.
That is 100% accurate. And we've got both of those things here at the tasting table for this Give It a Shot. I'm Andrew.
And I'm Keith, and we are AboutBeverages.com.
That's true.
I was going to say, and happy 2024.
Yeah, happy 2024. All of these things are true.
And the beverage that we're about today is the Cigar Blend Batch number 191, Rickhouse Rock from Joseph Magnum Distillery.
Joseph Magnus.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's all right.
Joseph Magnus.
It looks like a really
And
big bottle there in
company.
the picture. That's what you were thinking of.
Joseph.
It's a Magnum-sized bottle, which is 750 mil, right? Isn't it, I think, these days? Wasn't that used to be a Magnum?
No,
What is
that's
a
750
Magnum?
mil is the normal size.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Well, what's a Magnum then?
More.
Well, apparently, based on what we've kind of looked at here a little bit, there is going to be quite a bit of flavor in here. So maybe that was also what you were thinking of. The whiskey / bourbon that we have here today was provided to us by a longtime viewer and friend of the channel, Jav. He also streams on Twitch as well, just with us as well. Link down here in the chat if you want to check him out. He doesn't usually drink as much on his channel as we do. So you might miss out on that kind of thing, but there'll be a fair amount of gameplay. But we've got a special bourbon that we would not be able to find here in Southern Arizona. So we were very thankful that he sent it to us. So we do not have the cool bottle. He just sent us what they call as a handshake, like a little 2-ounce pour. And I'm not saying that in a disparaging way. It's just, the bottle is really cool. And now I really wish I could find one because it looks neat. But yeah, 113, almost 114 proof. There's literally almost a paragraph of tasting notes, which we did not read. We kind of glanced at to see if there's any other information.
Right.
Cigar blend is a term that does kind of has made the rounds. It's not specific to this distillery. Pretty much referencing like this is a good blend to go with a cigar. It's got a little bit more punch to it. It's going to have a little bit more flavor. Going to complement probably the smokiness, maybe the spiciness of a cigar. I am not a cigar smoker. Are you?
No. Well, there was a time there we dabbled. We dabbled a little bit in the cigars, but that was many years ago. But definitely not anymore. But can still envision it.
Yeah, we will envision if there was some smoke wafting in and around the palate as we're enjoying this. So we have already poured our portions here. Jav is also hanging out here in chat if you are live with us here on Twitch, and he is also going to have some along with us. But to the aroma.
To the aroma.
I get a lot of nuttiness in there.
The nut, like kind of caramel almost, but I get a hint of fruit. And then at the very last sniff, I did get a little bit of smoke, actually.
Oh, really?
Something. A little something in there. I didn't at first, but then that last...
I got like almond, pecan, like those kind of things coming through. The caramel, like I think, like so maybe almost like a pecan pie kind of thing going on. Maybe a little hint of something also lighter in there. Like you said, the little fruitiness. I can't really pinpoint exactly what. Little mint, maybe. There's like a little bit of that.
Basil Hayden.
Yeah, kind of like that in there where it's just kind of mixed in, but really, really nice complex notes. I like that.
A lot going on in there.
The pecan pie thing, I think, is what jumps out to me the most. Not like the spice part of it, but like the caramel and the nutty and like that filling part of it. Yeah.
When's Thanksgiving?
A little buttery.
Is Thanksgiving coming around anytime soon?
No, it's not.
Okay.
We can. Thanks that we were giving this to our palates.
We are Thanksgiving. Yes.
That's as far as I can get it. All right. To the taste?
Yes.
All right. That's delicious.
Yes.
Very layered.
Yes.
Kind of like a creme brulee.
Oh, it's funny. I went.
That was what I get. Oh, really? Okay. So for me I'll just talk about the end really quick since I mentioned it. So a lot of other dark notes going. We'll talk about that in a minute. But yeah, no, the finish, I was like, ooh. And there was like this little sweet vanilla, creamy, like creme brulee thing on the finish that I really love. Now, what were you going to say?
I was trying to figure out how it finished for me. And for me, it finished almost like orange.
Oh, interesting.
And it almost reminds me of like an old fashioned in that it's got like some cherry and some orange. And I know there's something else in there that it's like,
I definitely
almost
got
like a cocktail.
I definitely got some of that fruit, like more mid palate, like kind of earlier on. And like I said, that pecan like pie thing was still going on for me. There's like just kind of like a nice, this is going to be very generic, like just a generic like whiskey note to it as well. Like just that kind of lighter, like fruitier, which kind of ties into what you're saying.
Yeah.
But yeah, for me on the finish, as I like let it sit, like that lingered, which was nice. Like the kind of the like keep tasting it a little bit. For me, it was like a charred creme brulee kind of thing where it was like that crust and just like, that's really just kind of rich and delicious. That's really good. I wish it had a little more body maybe. Again,
that seems to be our big thing.
That is our thing, I guess. Like there's some nice viscosity to it, but I thought it might have a little bit more.
Yeah.
Like I was thinking it might be a little heavier. Like even when we've had like the double oaked and some of those things that are kind of like rich in that way. Like I thought it might have a little bit more, but overall that's pretty fantastic.
Yeah. To hold up to, if you are actually having a cigar.
Yeah.
More just need something heavier body wise, but.
So that was kind of the finish. What do you think about like the up front? Was it kind of similar, still getting the nuttiness and some other things, or were you getting anything? Did that fruit really carry the way through?
It really does.
Okay.
And it's weird that we're getting...
I'm getting some of that, but much less of that than you are,
and I'm
for
getting
sure.
much less of what... It's weird. Okay. Yeah, no, there's a earlier... It's more... For me, it's more of the... a little bit of creaminess, a little bit that nutty, that's early, and then it leads into that more of a fruit, of a fruit finish.
I do get the little bit of a definitely that fruit pop is kind of like in the middle of my palate, but the finish is nice, good, nice warming finish as well too. Yeah. Like it's not overly spicy. It's not, especially for that proof. Like I said, again, 104, almost 114 proof. It's not like it's like, it's not like it's super harsh like the next one will have, but.
Yeah, no, that
could be a little
that's very nice.
That is quite tasty. And if you want to see any of the other whiskeys, bourbons, anything that we've ever had on the show, not just that kind of stuff, beers, waters, sodas, smoothies, mixed drinks of any kind, go check out our website, AboutBeverages.com, or go to YouTube where you can find all the latest videos. You can hit the subscribe button there and never miss a piece of content, whether it's some of the shorts that we put out or, like I said, again, these full-length podcasts that go up there as well. If you only want audio, Google Podcast, iTunes, and Spotify are some good places. If you have a favorite podcasting app, search for About Beverages. You'll probably find us there, as well as some other things while you're doing that search, correct?
Those four pillars of social media, which are now Threads, TikTok, Instagram, and Twitter, which is still the one that we use most often to keep you up to date with what is going on here at About Beverages. Like earlier this evening when I tweeted we were about to go live on twitch.tv/AboutBeverages, which we do most Thursday evenings. Depending on where you are in the world, the time varies, but for us, it's around 4:30 Pacific at this particular time. 6:30 on the East Coast, 3:30, well, no. Actually,
3:30 Pacific.
3:30 Pacific, 4:30 Mountain.
6:30.
That's right.
Eastern.
Yeah, you do the math, but you can find us on most Thursday evenings. So we get together, we hang out, try some beverages, and just have some fun, have some laughs with you and everybody who happens to drop in. Also throughout the week, Andrew will keep you up to date on what he is doing in the gaming world and what he will be playing or what he'll be drinking while he is doing that. So for all the latest at About Beverages, follow us on Twitter.
But as we always say, whether we like it or not,
Jav, thank you for allowing us to give it a shot.